Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the JumpStart Video YouTube channel. We're so honored that you're here because if you're here, that means you want to learn about video marketing, you want to learn about animation, you want to learn about how to use video in your promotions of your business product or service, maybe on social media or your website or wherever you want to use it. You're excited to use video to the fullest extent of its ability and possibility, and we really believe that video can help your business grow and it can open you up to new audiences that you've never thought you could be open to or exposed to before. As always, my name is Joel Young. I'm the owner and creative director here at JumpStart Video. Check us out at jumpstartvideo.net if you need help with any kind of video marketing project, animated explainer videos. We do it all. 10 years, over 13,000 projects, people all over the world. We've got a wealth of knowledge and experience, and we're excited to share it with you. And today, I want to share with you something that is probably the tenet or the cornerstone of why we have a business and why video is the wisest choice for your marketing dollars and time in the future. And that is, we're going to talk about why video is more powerful than written text. Now, for years, the written word dominated the media landscape. There were magazines, newspapers, blogs, and that was the way we consumed serious information. But things began to shift about a decade ago when YouTube hit the height of its popularity and has continued to grow. But that really revolutionized the way that we consume information online and really bled into every other area of our life and how we consume and retain information. And over the years, it's grown to be a well-known fact that video is not only far more interesting than written text, but that we're actually learning a whole lot more from video than we ever did from the written word. And so today I want to share 4 key points with you that'll help you understand why video is far more impactful and powerful than written text. So be sure you pay attention. The first reason is that video captivates the mind. And there's a big reason behind this, okay? We are visual creatures. Visual stimulation gets our brain pumping, gets our brain moving and thinking, and allows us to interact with content in a way that written word or written text simply doesn't. And mainly, that's because storytelling is oftentimes a huge component of video marketing. And we, as creatures of storytelling, love to not only hear a good story, but to tell a good story. It's how messages have been passed throughout generations and thousands of years. Storytelling is powerful, and the most powerful medium we have to tell stories with is video. Now, you might argue, we can tell stories in written form. We've been doing that for thousands of years, and I would say you're absolutely right, we can, but they're not quite as impactful as they are when we do that through video, because we can include so many other elements in a video to tell that story and support that story. For instance, here's just one. How about music? You can put music in a video. You can't put music behind written text. Music has been proven to help us remember things and help us to retain information. It helps to set a mood. There's also lighting and atmosphere in a video. All these things you can add to a video to help tell your story and make it impactful that simply aren't present in the written word. And therefore, video is able to captivate the mind, captivate an audience with a much greater power than written text. The second thing is that attention spans are short. On average, back in 2019, it was estimated the average person will pay attention to something for 8 seconds if they're not captivated, and then they'll move on. And video actually helps us to capture the attention of people more quickly. Now, oftentimes that's misinterpreted to mean we only have 8 seconds to say what we need to say. We got to say it quick. We got to say it right now. But the truth is, you only have 8 seconds to capture someone's attention. Once you have their attention, you have it for much longer than you might think. Our average customer takes 2 or 2.5 minutes to say what they need to say in their video, but because attention spans are short, we need to capture people quickly, and video is great at capturing people in that 8 seconds that they'll pay attention to something before deciding to move on to the next thing or to something they're more interested in. So not only do videos captivate people, but attention spans are short, and videos help you to capture that attention much more quickly than written text does. The third thing I want to talk about is entertainment and engagement. Your audience will be more entertained and more engaged with a video than it is written text. And here's why. Statistics show that the average person can remember 95% of the content that's communicated via video, but only 10% when they read the exact same content. What does that tell us? That people are visual learners, that they will retain far more if it's in a visual format than they will if they're forced to read that very same content. Now, do you want your viewers, do you want your potential customers retaining 95% of what you're saying or 10% of what you're saying? I thought so. 95% is better than 10%. So videos are far better in communicating your message and retention from your potential customers or your viewers. They'll not only entertain people, but they'll engage their minds and get them to take an action, because when they retain what's being said to them, they're far more likely to follow calls to action, to follow up with a purchase or a phone call or a contact or a click through or whatever it is. Videos are far better at doing that than written text ever will be. And the final thing I want to talk about today, the fourth thing, which is probably evident to everybody on the planet, is that videos are clickable and shareable. That's absolutely the most obvious statement that I've probably ever made on this video blog here, that videos are clickable and shareable, because if you go to any social media platform, what do you see? You see tons of people sharing, retweeting, reposting, regramming videos that they've seen. How many of you have gotten a message from someone on social media? Hey, just watch this video, check it out. You got to check it out, right? That's how it happens. Very rarely do I get links to articles that say, oh, I just read this article. You've got to read this. It happens at a much higher rate. It's much quicker. It's much more impactful when it's video. And video is something that can be shared over and over and over very quickly. And the impact will be retained, the information will be retained, and the shareability will help not only your message to grow, but it will increase the opportunity for virality. I can't remember the last time, or if I've ever heard anyone say this blog article went viral. I mean, maybe it happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, but it hasn't happened recently. What do you hear more often? This video went viral, that it was created and then someone shared it and then this blog picked it up and then these people did this and it was over here and over there and over, boom, and it just exploded and it went everywhere. It's because videos are clickable and shareable, and it's very easy, it's very quick. People watch them and then pass them on much more quickly than written text ever would be passed on. In fact, we got to experience this in our business about 7 years ago. We created a video for a company called Illumicine. It was intended for a YouTube audience. It was about a shoelacing technique called the lace lock, about that second little hole in your tennis shoe and how you can use that to create a firm lace lock on your running shoes to keep your feet from slipping. You get the picture. Anyway, we created this video. They posted it on YouTube. It was picked up in a few places. And before we ever knew it, this video had received over 50 million views. 50 million. I mean, it just went viral. Why? Because it was shareable. It was something that most people didn't know. It was a fun little tidbit. The video was only a few minutes long. I don't even know if it was 2 minutes long. It was just something that was incredibly clickable and incredibly shareable. And when you're creating video content, you open that possibility up to yourself, because you're opening yourself up to the world. And video does that at a much higher rate than written text ever will. So those are our 4 key points as to why video is far more powerful than written text. I hope that those were helpful to you, and really hope that those help to encourage you to get out there and do some video marketing. Whether you're just getting started on it or you've been doing it for a while and are trying to up your game, let us know if we can help you at jumpstartvideo.net. We do thousands of these videos every year for clients all across the world, and we've had some great results with these videos, like I said, going viral in some cases, really helping our clients to reach people they never thought they could reach before. And so if you're one of those people that would love to have that happen, let us know. We'd love to create a video for you, your product, your service, your organization, or your campaign. Whatever it is, just reach out and let us know. And as always, if you're right here on this channel and you made it to the end of the video, Bravo. We're really excited that you did that. Consider subscribing. Click subscribe down below. Leave us a comment. Let us know that you thought this content was helpful. We really love interacting with those of you that are excited about growing your video marketing influence and growing your knowledge about video and content marketing. So please subscribe, leave us a comment, hit that bell so you're notified every time we put out a new video, and be sure to come back for our next tip video because we love sharing this knowledge with you. It's super fun. So until next time, my name is Joel Young, and just keep doing, guys, because the future favors the doers.